Today in the grain market, soybeans did rise again. Those futures reached that $9 level. It really passed right through it for the August contract, which is our front month right now, and it brought in some selling. But the managed funds that are long are the big winners. Now, weather is a big focus right now, and that's what we're going to be looking at. All else is really a little bit bearish on the market, but the market is still very, very strong. We haven't heard much from China. They are continuing to have some exports, but they've been relatively slow across the board, really for all the grains. So we're going to hope that that might be changing now that we've got the 4th of July holiday out of the way. It'll be interesting to see what happens going forward for the next couple of weeks. We're definitely watching the weather forecast to see if this hot weather is going to bring any precipitation. If it turns out that it's going to be hot and dry, that could definitely change the landscape of what the grains look like, specifically the soybeans and the corn. Now today the corn was a little bit higher, but the market is staying in that consolidative range right now. The funds have covered about 100,000 contracts that they've been short, but that still isn't even half of how many contracts they had been short. Crop ratings are supposed to be up a percentage point across the board. That is going to hold the markets in place. But without any follow-through buying, it's difficult to tell if we can keep corn moving up above that 350 number. So we're going to be watching that closely. Of course, weather is definitely an issue as well. Now, the wheat today was steady. Harvest pressure is definitely putting a cap on the prices right now. Weather has been good for wheat, and especially in North Dakota. They did get some rain there. There's been other positives actually in the markets with the US dollar, kind of weakening somewhat and giving us a little bit more ability to be competitive around the world. But that could be helpful if we start looking at the grand scheme of things. Right now, if anything comes out of China, that would be definitely positive. But for sure, the weather is our focus. Everything else is pretty much on the back burner, and we're going to watch this for the foreseeable future from now on.